most of the stuff that Hamza talks about is actually very, very relevant to us Muslims. When he talks about self-improvement, discipline, delaying gratification, these are the things that are actually quite a large part of Islam as well. But the problem happens when he starts talking about sleeping around with women. That's the line that we do not cross. And the thing is, a huge part of his message is that you should improve yourself specifically to be able to sleep with women. The reason he has this mentality is because of insecurity. I don't think he would even deny it. It's because he was so deprived of women's attention as a child, because, at school he didn't get girls, and that's sort of what created this thirst in him that is now making him pursue just endless sex non-stop. And I'm not saying he sleeps around all the time. He probably does, honestly, but even just jumping from girl to girl, that's still pretty weird. I do agree that speaking with girls and being able to, find your game, so to speak, your halal rizq, should be a part of self-improvement. Just not the way these red pill guys do it. Islamically, if you do it correctly, you're supposed to have a woman that you're really, really dedicated to. That alone will most likely give you way more satisfaction than being with hundreds of women. The thing about Hamza, though, is that he is monogamous to my knowledge. He stays with the same women, and that's really, really good. But I believe this might be the reason why he wants to sleep around so much, why he keeps switching from girlfriend to girlfriend. I think he just broke up with his last one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I understand this, because as men self-improve, and this is a reality that the Muslim feminists will never be able to accept. Men who self-improve a lot will eventually start having urges to be with many women. This is completely natural. It's a biological phenomenon. You can get mad at me as much as you want. You can go in the comments, you can throw all the hate you want, but this is reality. Now, what has Islam facilitated for us Muslim men to take care of this whole problem? Polygyny. We men are allowed to be polygynous. We're allowed to have more than one wife. And this is specifically for the people who have the same urges as Hamza has, same as Andrew Tate, same as the guys from Fresh and Fit. But the thing is, these guys channel it in a completely childish and insecure way. They just go after everything they see, and they, try to frame it in a way as if this is a cool thing to do, just because not everyone can do it. And they have some solid points. I agree with some of the things they say. But I believe that Islam is peak self-improvement. Having 4 wives is infinitely better than sleeping with 100 women. I think anybody would admit this. Even Andrew Tate, even Hamza, even Fresh and Fit, they would all admit this, but they never will. Because then they would have to embody the principles of Islam, and that's pretty difficult to do. It requires a ton and ton of discipline, which we Muslims have. Alhamdulillah. It's kind of hypocritical because it goes against most of the stuff they say. Like Hamza talks about really good things, how you should delay gratification, how you should stop yourself from getting instant pleasure. But then at the same time, he does these things and he sort of encourages them. And I have to say that this is sort of what encouraged me to create this channel in the first place. Because we Muslims have our own way of self-improving. We self-improve through prayer, training, discipline. And more importantly, we have our own way of getting women, women getting men. And this is very unique to what they do. And I believe what we do, well, I don't believe, I know that what we do is the right way, in accordance with psychology, biology, human nature. So what I encourage men to do is improve themselves as much as humanly possible. Work out every single day. Read psychology books as much as you can. Learn to fight. Get good paying jobs that don't need a degree. I don't want you to spend 4 years in university, but you have to improve yourself so much that you are literally in the 99% of. We Muslims need to be in the top 20% of people. All Muslims need to be in top 20% of men. What that's going to allow us to do is we can have a good feminine woman, or maybe more than one if you really want. But the point is, we need to be at the level of discipline where we can attract more women. Even if we don't end up marrying all of them, we need to be able to attract them so that we don't have this thirst that these people have. It's not really a need, it's more of an insecurity than anything else. And if you want to get rid of that insecurity, because realistically we all have it, we see so many women around and we're attracted to them. And we want to sleep with them, let's be real. But it all stems from our self-doubt, thinking that, we're not worthy of women and we have to prove it in some way that we are worthy. That's why we have so many Muslim men who commit zina left, right, and center. If you want to avoid that, the best thing you can do is self-improve. This is what I believe in my channel. And if you want to subscribe to me, I will take you through a journey of self-improvement. And once you focus on the things I teach you, these things aren't even going to be in your mind.